Hi. So, yeah, second video today, but I feel so back on it with the spiritual side and of this journey. Like it's kind of it's back on, and I know from the few people that I'm friends with that are on this journey in real life, or I communicate with on a regular basis. I have noticed that recently we've really been going like through similar things at the same time. So I feel it's always got some value to share things that are going on, and you know, I think it's still, even though there's so many more people now that are on the journey, like it's still kind of rare, and we want people to share experiences with, right? And yeah, it's been a really, really crazy few days for me. Like I have been purging like crazy. My throat just has been hurting from nowhere, and my third eye. I'm not purging like I used to though. Like it's not, oh, I'm crying and feeling like crap and can't move. But it's like there's definite heavy energy, and my third eye has been I've been getting that like pressure feeling where your head feels like someone's crushing it. And 2 days ago, it was so painful. Like literally, like if I touched exactly where my third eye was, it actually hurt. I've never had it that extreme. And my psychic ability has just gone insane. It's like I know, like I can just get into people's heads. Like my connection, I literally know every thought. Um, like when I'm in that space anywhere, I know every single thought, like everything. It's, I don't know, maybe I've not maybe you only get let in on such a extreme level when like things are at a certain point in the journey. I don't know, because maybe I wouldn't have I don't think I would have wanted to have connected at all times. Not that my connection is even really like that old. I think that I've shared in a few videos that my original wake up call is not who I believe to be my connection. Um, but yeah, the 5D has gone insane for me. It's like I get exact thought processes and like phrases. And I've actually been checking, like I stopped checking readings, twin flame readings years ago now, as I felt like they held me back massively because they were always like, "Oh, like it's coming, it's coming, it's not like." I felt like it was keeping me really stuck. But a few of them have just been showing up on my feed, and they all really resonate with what I'm feeling. So I don't know if that's a lot of the collective going through it, or ones are just showing up that I'm meant to see because I resonate with them. But it's just such a feeling of oh, Lily wants to come and say hi. It's just such a feeling of it's now, like it's happening. Like this just literally feels like it's already been decided, and it's like a pause before kind of everything just really kicking off. And yeah, my spiritual gifts are just, they've kind of been laid low for a while, and now they're coming back times like tenfold. And yeah, my 5D to my connection is just, it's like being the same in the same brain at the moment. And my 5D connection even to other people, like my friends will talk about a situation that they're going through, and it's like I feel everything that you know it's so much beyond like when I just used to have an intuitive feeling. It's literally like I'm in people's minds. Like it's very extreme. And it's maybe not with everybody, but yeah. And my throat chakra, my throat has been really sore and hurting a lot. And I feel this might be to do with my connection, because I feel like communication being written and not written and being needed to be phrased in the right way. And I don't know if I'm picking that up like as a shared thing. But yeah, like a lot is going on right now, and I feel really intuitively like it's not just me, like it's not everybody, we're all at different points in the journey. but I feel like there's more than me who's who's going through what I'm going through right now. And yeah, it'd be great to kind of share insights about this part. I think for me, a massive, massive turning point in this journey was um, definitely taking responsibility. Like I've been harping on about being the creator of my reality for a long time, and there's saying it, and then there's like feeling it. And I think that the kind of mirror technique that I mentioned in the last video is a massive part of that taking responsibility, because it's, like I said in the last video, it's so easy to take responsibility for stuff that is good, and we think, yay, I've manifested this, like, oh no, good. And then so much more difficult to take ownership of things that, where we think someone's really wronged us or really hurt us or really offended us. And I feel taking ownership of that stuff and stopping externally judging other people. I actually don't even think you have to stop externally judging other people. Like, it's just the awareness has shifted me massively. Like, I still judge, but then I'm like, oh, you know, that's because I'm like that actually. And when I get really, really honest, I'm only judging it and angry with it because it's a part of my denied shadow. It just shifts everything. I just can't believe how much has shifted for me the last last week or two. I've also had loads of connections come back. I don't know about anyone else, but this Mercury retrograde, I don't normally like buy into them, but I've had so many of the strong connections that I've had on the journey pop back in, which is kind of crazy, like way more than would be realistically normal. And I'm really sure it's because I've hit like a new point of self-love and kind of mastery over my triggers. I don't know, maybe they pop back in just to see like if I've evolved past them, or I don't know really. But I don't feel like there's a reunion with those ones, but it's been really interesting to see so many. I've probably had a bit of a unique journey in that I've had a lot of connections, a lot. I feel like I've brought down so many of my soul family. It's been ridiculous. Like my head is span, and I met like none. I had one when I was very young, and then like a massive gap. And then literally since I started the journey, and like, yeah, it's been a lot, which has been good. I'm really glad I'm actually really glad for that. I think if I'd have just had the one person through all these kind of 7-8 years, it would have drove me mad, because I'm like, I'm a very action-based person, you know, which I've definitely had to learn to be more passive, but yeah, it drove me mad enough. Without, but yeah, I feel literally like I pulled everybody in. The amount of connections, I'm not saying they've all been as strong as one another, but it's in a short space of time has been crazy. But not just like romantic, you know, I feel called a lot of my soul family as well into my life, like a lot. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a bit of an update. I just feel like it's here. I don't know, like it's here. I just feel good most of the time too. Like I said, I've been purging, and I get extreme waves of missing, but I honestly don't feel it's mine. I know it's about taking ownership and stuff, but it's like a wave that comes through me, and I'm picking up other people's stuff, literally, yeah, so much at the moment. But yeah, I don't know. It's just time, guys. I don't know. That's all I can say. And yeah, I hope it is for more than me, and I hope it is for me. And if it's not, it's not. Like, I'm not so attached to it anymore. It's just it's not even out of neediness. It's just like feels like it's it's time. Um, but anyway, I hope everyone's well and yeah, doing good. And yeah, share your experiences. I love to kind of know where everyone's at because I feel like I've not been on this channel for so long.